Hey, it's me, Vay, and today I'm going to be making a video talking about why it took me a really long time to put up the last prototype Devlog. But also I'm going to be talking about some of the stuff that I've done on prototype, because I've done a little bit. I added the settings menu thing, so you should be able to see it on screen maybe. If not, just use your imagination. And then I also have been working on a level, but I really need to stop myself because next Devlog I'm going to be making enemies. I don't really have enough resources right now to be making a level. So we're gonna try to put that on hold until not next Devlog, but then after that will be levels, hopefully. And then I also made it so the standard bullets, like the yellowy looking ones, deal damage. And then I need to also make the next Devlog make it so the enemies lose their AI when they die, so they don't keep moving around after while the death animation is playing. Speaking of the death animation, I did add an extra death animation when they fall over forwards. It'll randomly switch between the two, so that's kind of adds a little bit of variation. But yeah, that's basically all I did on prototype. I did a little bit more, but that's all that really matters. So, where have I been? Well, that is a very good question. So right after Devlog 6 or 7, whichever one is not the one I just put out, I did a little bit of stuff, and then I got sick, and then I just lost motivation to do anything basically. So I was just kind of like, I don't remember what I was doing, but I was just kind of doing nothing, just kind of like not wanting to do anything. And then I decided to make a Minecraft map. I talked about that in my other devlog, but that was meant to be just a quick little two-week detour. You know, my brother was gonna help me, and it ended up taking significantly longer than anticipated, like a month, which I guess is like twice as long. So then that happened, and I was like, alright, I'm still not gonna work on my game. So I went to Washington, D.C. for a week. Here, I might remember to put some highlight pictures on the screen. If I do, you'll be able to see them. If not, then just assume that I forgot. And then I came back and I was like, alright, we're gonna work on prototype. Let's do this. So I got on, I was gonna add enemies and animations, basically all the stuff that I did in the last devlog. And then I watched a tutorial, got 5 minutes in, and just decided, nah. So then I decided I want to play Doom, but I didn't want to pay $5, so I got free Doom. So then I played through phase 1. I'm planning to play through phase 2 later this summer, but first gotta do more stuff on prototype, I guess. So that took me like another month to get through that. I wasn't playing it very often. And then finally I was like, alright, you know what? I'm still not gonna work on prototype. And then I did something else, I think, for a little bit. I don't really remember what that was. I might have just been working on school, I don't know. But then I got this idea for another game. It's called Prime. It's kind of like basically prototype, but slightly different, and less movement shooter, more just like tactical shooter type deal. But it's essentially the same thing. And so then I was like, oh yeah, this is gonna be so cool. But I just basically, here's a strategy that I don't know might work for you, because I'm trying to figure out strategies of how not to get burned out on projects. But there's always a project that you get really motivated for, excited for, and then you just choose to do that over the project you're currently working on. But since this project was so similar to the game I was already making, I just told myself, basically, hey, you know, prototype, I can just use the base code that I already have in prototype and use it to make Prime. Now, to be clear, I'm not making Prime, I was just telling myself that. And I don't really know if that worked, because I knew that I wasn't going to do that, but it ended up giving me the motivation to work on the game again. So then I did, and then I spent like, I don't remember how long it took, like 2 weeks, a month, a few weeks, I don't know, at some point, some amount of time, and then I decided that it was good enough, and so I was going to make the devlog video for it. And now here we are now. I was going to make a devlog video today, but you saw how quickly I was able to summarize what happened over the past couple of weeks. Nothing super major, mainly just stuff. Oh yeah, and also I made a shotgun pickup ammo thing. I don't know why I felt the need to do that. I could have done much more useful things. Oh yeah, and then also I decided to play some nostalgic Minecraft maps yesterday, so I didn't do anything yesterday, but it was time well spent. Anyways, watching this video was time well spent, so might as well subscribe. But either way, I guess I'll see you in a couple of weeks. Goodbye.